many awards to come and play traditional Vietnamese music instrument. She's also have played many other types of music with other musicians. So we'll let her tell you a little bit more. But I'd like to take this time to thank the Associate Students Council to host this event. Without their support, we won't be able to host these speakers events or authors events or musicians events. So we want to thank the Associate Students Council for their support. So as the other class are coming, there's 3 more seats here.
Chị, em tiếc.
Okay, I think I have to sit on the steps, unfortunately. But we're going to get started. My name is Suzanne Lowe. I'm the downtown campus librarian. So I hope you will use our library, and if there's any questions, I'm here to help you. Our staff are very knowledgeable and very helpful. So I'd like to introduce our downtown campus dean, and he will introduce our guest musician, David DeRay.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Suzanne, and I'd also like to express my gratitude to the Downtown Campus Associated Students for sponsoring this, and also for the library for sponsoring this as part of the library series at the Downtown Campus. And so now it's my great honor to introduce our speaker for today. Vanessa Vo dedicates her life to creating music on the Dan Tran, which is the 16-string sizer, and fusing her traditional Vietnamese music with freshness of new structures and compositions. Since settling in California, she has been a collaborator and solo artist with such musicians and groups as the Kronos Quartet, the Some Keiko Ensemble, Wobbly World, Paul McCandless, Ali Ryerson, Charles Luce, as well as lending her talent to fundraising events for several nonprofit organizations in the Bay Area. Vo continually cultivates the beauty and versatility of her beloved instrument, the Dan Tran, within the international music genre. She was a co-composer and an arranger for the Oscar-nominated and Sundance Grand Jury Prize for Best Documentary, Daughter from Da Nang, 2002, the Emmy Award-winning film and soundtrack for Boleno, 52 in 2008, and the multiple award-winning film A Village Called Versailles, 2009. Recently, Vo released her newest album, She's Not She, with award-winning composer Do Bao. Vanessa Vo began studying Dan Tran when she was 4 years old. She graduated with distinction from the Vietnam Academy of Music, where she later taught. In 1995, Vo won first prize for Best Solo Performance of Modern Folk Music in the Vietnam National Dan Tran Competition. She has since performed in more than 14 countries and recorded many broadcast programs in and outside of Vietnam. She lives and teaches Dan Tran and other Vietnamese traditional instruments in Fremont, California. So we are very pleased and honored to welcome her today.
Thank you, everybody, and chúc mừng năm mới, Happy New Year. And I am very honored to be here today to share with all of you. I'm very honored to be here to share with all of you the richness of the Viet culture. And I would like to start with a little bit background of the Viet culture. So if you see with me today, I have 3 instruments and some singing bowls. that actually we use in chanting, and as a musician, I use it in the to play music. And how many of you have seen these instruments? Oh wow! So today is like almost new to all of you. Good, because then I can say whatever I want.
Yeah.
Actually, the first instrument here, the Tranh, is 16-string zither. It's the same family with the Chinese gucheng, the Japanese koto, and Korean kayagum. And just like a family with 4 children, they were born from the same parent, but then the children depart to different places like us, and then so we pick up the culture there, and then each instrument has its own voices. And the Tranh have more high tone and use a steel string. And the closest family member is a Chinese gucheng. It's different because many people ask me, what is the difference between gucheng and Tranh? Because a lot of you, I think, may see gucheng, but not really see Tranh at all. It takes a long time to explain that, but I think that let's think about this. The Tranh, Vietnamese Tranh, is just like female instrument, and the Chinese gucheng is male instrument. So you can see that we are all the same, female and male. We are human, but we have a different characteristic. So you can, next time when you listen to the Chinese gucheng or like Vietnamese Tranh, you will think about that. So it's easier. And then when we have time, then we can discuss even further. And then if you see the Tranh right now, you see the black, a little bit like red, dark red frame, and the white surface. And I see some of you here may guess. Can you guess what is it? What is this for?
Oh, this corn.
Oh yeah, okay. But then, yeah, if you see, this is a, you know, in the past, it's also the Vietnamese coins that we use. This is the monetary that we use. But then, our ancestors put it there to serve as a sound hole to release the sound from the instrument. But at the same time, we think that whoever plays the instruments and also whoever listens to the instruments will get the will become wealthy because we have money right there. Yeah, and then the frame that the instrument made was made out of red wood, and the surface, the face of the instrument, both sides, the front and the back, made by very the soft wood that we call ngô đồng. The combination of very hard wood and the soft wood for the surface is served as yin and yang. So the instrument itself presents something that takes us back to the Vietnamese culture. And then let me ask you a question. The instrument has 16 strings, and the instruments really attach and present the culture and the reason that it comes from, which is from north of Vietnam, and everything tied up with that land in the north of Vietnam. Can you give me a guess why the instrument has 16 string instead of 15 string, or maybe like instead of 20 strings? Can you guess?
23.
Oh, okay, that's a good guess. Yes?
Because there's 16 provinces in Vietnam?
No.
Very close, but we have, unfortunately, 54.
54.
Yes. Yes. And any guess? Please keep it in mind that the instrument reflects the reason and the culture and everything you would think of, even if you can think as far as food and weather.
16 children.
16?
16 children?
Yeah. Well, we do have families that have 16 children.
Yeah.
So 16 different fruits?
Yes.
the period of King Hùng Vương 16?
Yes.
18?
Well, 16. I'm sorry?
It's the king from the king.
Oh, no, it's yeah. But you know what? I'm really happy because of you could try to do a lot of guests, which is very interesting. No, it's very interesting because then you can go with me back to the time that we never can go back. But in actually the instrument has 16 strings because one of the theories that it comes from the north of Vietnam where you have 4 seasons.
4 seasons.
Spring, summer, fall, and winter. That's the only part that we have 4 seasons in Vietnam. And then we have 12 months.
12 months.
So 12 months, 4 seasons.
16.
So add up it's 16 strings.
Wow, and thank you. And I didn't know.
Each string will represent for one different sound that we have during the month. And it will add up the whole different sounds that we hear around the year. So let me share with you one of the songs that come from also the north of Vietnam, called Lý Cây Đa.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
and Lý Cây Đa is one song that reflects our culture. You know, in the past we don't have GPS, we don't have map, but every single village in Vietnam, from very far away, you can see that there is a big tree, and when you know, in the past I would think that even my grandparents just say that, if someone asked them how to get to the next village, they would say that you just keep going. You see that tall tree, go to that direction.
Yeah.
So it's and then the Cây Đa becomes a community place because we didn't have community center like what we have here or now. So very often that the villagers will have to gather and you know, have celebrate the festival or maybe get the news of the village and everything. So they said that tonight at 7 or maybe we will go to meet at Cây Đa, and then everyone will go sit there, and the tree actually has very large branches so that it can cover, and big leaves so that it can cover you from the sun and from the rain. So the song Lý Cây Đa comes from that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.